Yo, what is going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be taking a look at that FIFINE AM8 microphone. Dynamic microphones, they're a stepping stone into podcasting and streaming and so on. And honestly, it comes down to two factors, how good the quality is, and to be honest, how well you use the microphone. So FIFINE, I've worked with them before. They make really great products and they make really great microphone. And with this microphone, it's XLR capable, and it also can be used with Usbc. It's good for versatility if you want to be able to use using a different cord. Before I even get into all the intricate stuff and all the details into the microphone, just make sure you follow, you subscribe, just so you can stay tuned for my videos like this. So it does look like a standard microphone. It is rectangular in shape instead of the oval type of shape you may see on some podcasting microphones. And the thing about this too is, even though it does have a windbreaker, the windbreaker is actually detachable or removable. Now, when it comes to the main frame of the microphone, it actually is not made in metal, it's made in ABS plastic. Now, when it comes to the stand, the base of the microphone, that's the part that's actually made of metal, and that's going to be the most sturdy and reinforced part. And also has rubber at the bottom just to kind of keep it gripped on whatever surface you may be using. As for the RGB lights, it also does come in a few different modes that you can use it in. There's the breathing radiant, there's the static color, and then there's the dynamic multicolor radiant, which just more so flashes it. It's just one of those things that's the fashion now, I guess, when it comes to microphones. It's just always some ambient light that's there just to set the mood and kind of make everything feel nicer, even though it doesn't really add to the quality of the microphone. And the button to change the RGB colors, it's touch capacitive, unlike the other buttons. The only other one that is touch capacitive is the mute button, which is at the back of the microphone. But other than that, you're going to have the two dials at the front. And as for the two dials, going to be the main gain knob, and then the second one is going to be the headphone volume control. For this is XLR compatible, and then there's also the aux port. And it's really not heavy. It's about 599 grams or 598.74 if you want to be exact. And the heaviest part is obviously the base, which that does make sense because that's the part that's made out of metal, and to be honest, it's supposed to be sturdy. But all in all, it makes sense why the base is the heaviest part. Base stand can be screwed off, and you can use this with a boom arm. So the good thing is there's almost nothing that this microphone can work with. So it can work with PC, Mac, even your consoles. And you can also plug into the soundboards and mixers, which is good because if you're going to be doing a podcast or live stream, those are some things that you will need to at least have an efficient podcast or a really good live stream. So generally, this is how the microphone is supposed to be used. You're supposed to be speaking directly at the top of the microphone. I've made the mistake of speaking to the microphone at the side. Now, to get the best audio quality possible, you have to record directly at the top for it to give you the best quality possible. Now, the best speaking range is about 2 to 6 inches away from the microphone, which can get a little uncomfortable and especially inconvenient. So for me, the way I view it is, for example, if you're recording podcasts, recording a live stream maybe on Twitch, then having to go back and forth, leaning forward just to be able to get your audio captured, that might be a little inconvenient and annoying and even horrible for your posture at times. You know, some other solutions, you might just want to take some books or some things and just stack them under the microphone, maybe to raise it higher. Or instead, you could use it with a boom arm. Now, in my personal opinion, this is the best way to use microphones like this because it just makes things easier for you. It's more convenient. Now, if you do want to use the boom arm, the screws that are compatible with it are the 3/8 inch and the 5/8 of an inch if you want to plug it up to your boomstick. And to be honest, it just saves all the neck strain. It's easier to reach and handle if you want to adjust it. And also it just makes it much easier for it to be closer to your mouth. Instead of actually having to physically get closer to it, you can just adjust it and get it closer to you, so the audio sounds much more clear and much better that way. Now, obviously with the audio, this is a cardioid pickup pattern microphone. The audio at the front, my voice is the one that's supposed to be the main one that is picked up by the microphone, and typically nothing else. Whoever is speaking to the microphone gets the audio priority over whatever else may be behind the microphone or at the sides, which is kind of why also it's recommended to speak at the top directly, because anything at the sides, as with cardioid pickup patterns, it'll start to get quieter the further away you get from the top and the more you start to shift to the side and until you get to the back. And the good thing about this microphone is it's a plug and play microphone, so as soon as you get it out, you don't have to download any software, you don't have to download any new things or apps to be able to use the microphone. Just make sure you use the cable that comes with the microphone, because I had to find that the hard way. But once you plug in the microphone to your computer, you should be up and ready to go. So the thing about this microphone, and any microphone to be honest, it literally all comes down to the audio quality and especially how well it records. Most importantly also is how well it is of blocking out all the unwanted background noises and all the little things that you don't want to be picked up in the microphone. For example, if you're a streamer, you may have your laptop there and your mouse there. You don't want the little clicky sounds and the taps on your keyboard to be able to get through the microphone, and making sure that the microphone perfectly picks up your voice. Now, this is how the microphone sounds raw, but also at the same time, the quality of how the microphone sounds raw, it's a toss-up because you can still edit the sound quality afterwards. For example, I use Final Cut, you can edit the audio through there, but at the same time, if you're streaming off the cuff, just live, then the audio cannot be post-edited because you're doing everything live. The audio needs to sound good enough to be able to be used on live streams, and this honestly just saves time, because if the audio already sounds good enough even without editing, then you really don't have to spend that much time post-editing trying to fix the audio and trying to edit out all the things that you don't want to be heard, or even tampering with the equalizer and any other sound effects that might just make the audio sound even better. So my honest opinion on the microphone is I actually do like it. I think FIFINE always make really good quality microphones. It's ergonomic, and I really think it's versatile given that it is XLR compatible and you can use it with USB-C as well. So this makes it so that you can use it on a soundboard if you're a streamer, or even a podcaster, just so you can play with the audio that way. And also the audio quality is clear, and the good thing about this microphone also, it's affordable, so it's not going to be something that breaks the bank. I think it's a great alternative as well to higher end microphones, but then again, let me know what you think. Obviously this is just my opinion. Now my only reservation is that one, I think you're going to have to use the boom arm for this type of microphone. At the same time, also the body is made out of ABS plastic, and that's something you have to keep wary about, just in case of worst case scenarios. If you're packing the microphone or if you happen to drop it, then that's something to keep in mind. That's it for me. I'm Jadija. Let me know what you think. I'm out.